The advent of crude oil exploration in Nigeria definitely had positive effects on the nation as a whole, but it had negative effects on the immediate communities which produces oil. Some of these negative effects are the security risk. Visiting tourists to Nigeria are usually told to avoid the oil-producing regions, Port Harcourt in general. This is as a result of the issues of militancies and kidnapping which this oil-rich state, the Garden City, has experienced in the past.
The oil has good advantage and the bad advantage. The good advantage is it gives employment, like in Shell and other stuffs. And this bad observation I have in oil is that they kidnapped people.
The pollution suffered by the people of the Niger Delta, a group or a corporation was formed called MEND, Women for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta. And at first, it was just a peaceful demonstration to call the attention of the government to help them, because all other sources of revenue for them were practically useless. Pollution of rivers and pollution of their land has rendered it useless, and people are suffering abject poverty. It would surprise anyone to see the unemployment, to see the pollution, to see the poverty and backwardness these people live in. So youths have now resorted to the only form of employment they can find, which is militancy, kidnapping, and theft.
Where oil is found in the ground, farming will be stopped because our agricultural foods are farmed from the soil, and oil is found under the ground. And also pollution, it pollutes our water, thereby causing a harm to the fishes. So we can no more fish for consumption and for selling. So that is the negative side and the bad effect of oil.
Well, here in Port Harcourt, some predominant oil companies, we have Shell, we have Agip, we have Elf. Like these three majorly dominate the whole place, and like majority of workers, majority of students have their parents work, either one parent or both, working in an oil company. That's what generates most of Nigeria's revenue.
Oil in Nigeria has both positive and negative effects. Some of the positive effects include civilization and technological advancements.
In Nigeria, different structures have been erected and the lives of many people have been improved due to the oil reserve in Nigeria.
And there are also negative effects of this oil. For example, it causes pollution to the land. Sometimes the oil spills and goes into the sea, and sometimes on the land, and it kills all the fishes inside the sea. And this will stop fishing, and the income that are being earned from fishing and the fishes are being consumed, this won't happen anymore because of the spills that have happened and that has killed all the fishes in the sea. The oil also spills in the land, and it spoils the land, and the land is no more fertile, and it also stops agriculture. There will be no more farming as it usually is.
I think positive things, because it's through them we get our financial income from, and also though I think we still have other resources, but it's the main resource in Nigeria.
When our oil is exported to other countries of the world through international trade, Nigeria gains foreign exchange, which helps to boost the economy in different ways.
The issue of militancy arose as a result of the indigents uprising against the government, because the government failed to provide the necessary revenues to power these communities. So they turned to militancy, vandalizing of oil pipelines as a form of protest against the government's decisions and policies.
Personally, I think petroleum has done our country more harm than good. For instance, the problem of monopolization by the oil sector. Before the advent of oil, our country depended on the agricultural sector, which accounted for up to 85% of the working population and up to 80% of our foreign exchange. But now, since the discovery of oil, all efforts to develop the country have been put into the oil sector, which is now fueling all the other sectors of the economy. The agricultural sector has now retrogressed and practically become dead, as people see agriculture as being akin to abject poverty.